Alrighty, folks, we're going to have a conversation that I don't think we've had yet on this channel. We're going to have it with Casey from Brick by Brick Wealth. What we're going to talk about is why we chose long-term rentals, but more importantly, why we have never changed. Casey, how you doing?
I'm doing so good, Michael. Ready for our conversation today.
Absolutely. I think it's really interesting to think about this because certainly when you think about the last 5 to 6 years, the evolution of real estate investing has gone through many iterations. It's gone from a burr cycle to a short-term rental to a mid-term rentals. And now let's not forget the latest hottest thing is rent by the room. Rent
Yes.
by the room. So I'm curious, Casey, why did you choose long-term rentals? But probably more importantly, why have you stuck to long-term rentals?
Because I am not a risk taker. I am not high risk. My parents, they did their 9-to-5 jobs and didn't really invest much and lived off the income of their property when they sold their California house. And I wanted to make sure that I'd never made any big mistakes financially to be in a position where I wouldn't have money or the deal wouldn't be good or the business opportunity was a bad choice and fail. And I knew that real estate, especially long-term rentals, was something easily achievable, right? So anybody can do it. I didn't need to have tons of experience or be huge in commercial real estate and buy, strip malls and all these things. Anyone can get started. And I was just a stay-at-home mom, just a regular old girl, husband had a regular job and living in, middle income life. And I knew that as long as we followed the path and we just bought one property at a time, the income would be guaranteed, the appreciation would be guaranteed, and there would just be little chance for failure. You only have so many chances, to make mistakes in life. And when you choose a path to go on, it's a big risk. And I knew personally long-term rentals was not very risky.
It's funny. Yeah, that was really this, that's why we chose it. The other thing, and again, you self-manage. We actually had property managers from day one. Why we chose long-term rentals, it was perceived to have the least moving parts, right? Find a deal, stick a tenant, manage a tenant. That's it, right? And there's just a lot less moving parts. And why, sort of fast forwarding to why we stuck with it is it's still the least moving parts, right? I remember vividly going to events in 2020 and 2021 and having, I'm up in front of the group and some short-term rental guru is standing next to me. And they were clowning me, right? The old fuddy-duddy, not knowing what's going on. Oh, he makes $200 or $300. I make $2,000 or $3,000. And, what was very rarely said, unless I brought it up, was level of effort, right?
Yep.
Short-term rentals, guys, if you don't understand, that's not a passive investment. That's active. Go talk to the IRS about the difference between active and passive. And I just didn't want those headaches. And then, of course, we fast forward a few years and you have all these regulations and cities turning on this and that. And it can get ugly really fast. So I like boring and simple and lazy.
Yes, me too. And every time, I'll say this, I wanted to keep being a stay-at-home mom. I wanted to make money plus get income. And what better way to do that than invest in something? Yeah, there's some work up front. You have to do the research, find the deal, buy the property, do some renovations, and maybe even place a tenant if you're self-managing. But after that, I don't talk to my tenants all year. I don't.
Yeah.
And I just collect checks. Like, it really is nice. It's not completely passive, but it's pretty freaking close,
Yeah.
And every time Blake and I discuss, let's buy a strip mall. We see these business opportunities and all these things. Like, the latest thing that's been interesting is my hair lady who does my hair. She works in this building in a strip mall, like next to TJ Maxx and where Steinmart used to be. And it's this big, it's in the strip mall. You open the double doors to walk in, and there's a screen just like an office. And it's like, Sarah, room 201, Monica, room 202. And you have to get buzzed in the second set of doors. And down these hallways are salon, nail salon, hair place, whatever, waxing lady. And they're renting these individual spaces from one guy. And I'm like, well, what a cool business model. And I was like, I guess if you don't mind asking, how much do you pay in rent to rent this space? And it's about the size of my room,
Yeah.
She says $1,100 a month. So I'm like, $1,100 a month times, there's probably at least 40 or more rooms in here. This guy's raking in the dough. And so I went and looked it up, and, he's got the owner, it's a franchise. He's bought 3 of them out here, must be working well. So I'm like, gosh, Blake, that sure sounds like something we should get into. That sounds really cool. And then I think it is, a different level of long-term rentals. But on the other hand, it's more work. And it's like, gosh, how about a gas station? We have a friend who owns a lot of gas stations in California, tons and tons and tons. And I'm like, and he's mega rich. And it's like, why don't we own a gas station? He can help us figure out how to do that, And it's like, but the effort that's required, do we really want to manage it and have to go there and learn a whole new asset class when really long-term rentals is so babyish, really. It's just so easy. It's simple. You don't have to make it complicated. And one other thing I really love is that it just withstands the test of time. It withstands any economic problem, any recession, no matter what, another COVID that comes down the line. People are always going to need a place to live. When we had COVID, we didn't have any problems. We had one lady who didn't want to pay, but she did. We never missed a month's worth of rent from anybody. Everyone, it was, even right now with rents going down across the country, yes, our rents have gone down, but we're still making positive cash flow. We're still making money because we've just bought one a year over the past 8 years. It's guaranteed.
Yeah, there's just so many things I see in this discussion. It's the most, again, it's the most repeatable. A lot of people that follow me are me, meaning they have a demanding full-time job. They're raising a family at home. And we just don't have the cycles. We don't have the energy to pick up all these new things and figure it out, right? And to your earlier point, to your very first point, we're risk averse, right? We're doing this extra thing because we want to have a better retirement, a better future, but it can't risk what we have today. Right. And if you take on a gas station or a small business or whatever, your risk profile goes up. And I still think one rental at a time for most people is just the right answer because it's simple, lazy. It's, to your point, tried and true. It's worked for 100 years. It'll work for the next 100 years. It's never easy, right? Because it takes work and consistency and stuff happens. But I'm certainly happy I didn't get attracted by STRs or short-term rentals.
Yeah, me too. I mean, they're great. They have their place. And, like I was talking to someone, I was on this guy's podcast the other day, and he has a lot of rentals. And he goes, I have to buy. Now I used to say, high income earners have to buy at least one long-term rental a year to do the cost seg to get tax write-offs, so they're not paying Uncle Sam so much in income tax. But he's like, I have to buy 1 or 2 Airbnbs a year for losses.
Oh, wow.
So what a great place to be in when you have to buy, not really nice Airbnbs for write-offs because your rental income and all your other businesses. This is another thing too. When you own long-term rentals, whether you manage yourself, whatever, you start accumulating them, you're getting more and more money. You have more and more money. So you can open your dream business. You can invest in other things because for most people, when they're working really hard and making a lot of money, they're working really hard. They're trading their time for dollars. And so you have all the money. Okay, great, go on vacation. But what are you going to put in the 401k? You don't have the opportunity to invest it in other things. Whereas when you do have long-term rental income, you have time freedom. Yes. You have time freedom that you wouldn't have making money being a surgeon or, some other high income thing. You have time freedom.
Yeah. And again, let's be clear. You took on the challenge because of the time freedom to homeschool your kids. That's not something you could have done if you didn't have these long-term rentals.
No, absolutely not. And I was just downstairs with Cody doing math and we're learning time, like doing clocks, and he's doing multiplication already at 7. Yeah. So it's fun. Time freedom really is key. And you just get to sit back and relax and not stress out because you have this cushion of income. When your net worth is growing and you're able to have tax write-offs, you're able to leverage, expensive properties, which is a small percentage of the value. I mean, it really is amazing and it's magical.
Yeah, at the end of the day, when you look forward, there'll be lots. Real estate investing will have lots of things that come and go. Long-term rentals is always kind of the tortoise, right? There's always a tortoise and hare. Long-term rentals always work. They're the least demanding. Um, I'm very happy that I never changed.
Yeah,
How
me
about you?
too. Me too. Every time I think of what's next for us, I'm always bringing it back to, well, long-term rentals. It's because it's easy. We know it. It's guaranteed, and you can just do one at a time. And it's low risk. You can't beat low risk.
No, can't beat low risk, low time commitment. Casey, you put out a lot of amazing stuff. Where can people find you?
People can find me every week, every day on YouTube. I've got new videos coming out now Wednesdays, Brick by Brick Wealth, as well as daily content on Instagram, Brick by Brick Wealth.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Go check it out. Brick by Brick Wealth. Thank you, Casey. See you in a couple weeks.
Yay.